My name is Shauna Dukes. I'm married to a wonderful man, Joshua Dukes, and I have 4 amazing children. Just over 2 years ago, right before Thanksgiving, our youngest, Trucker, who was 19 months old at the time, was diagnosed with Stage IV high-risk neuroblastoma, which is a super aggressive pediatric cancer in our lives as we knew it changed forever. Stage 4 meant that it had spread to all 4 quadrants of his stomach, and by the time we found it, it had also spread to his bones and his bone marrow. The doctor gave Trucker a 30% chance to live for 5 years. Not to live for life, but live for 5 years. It was the most devastating news we had ever heard. Sorry, I haven't been able to get through this month without crying. We immediately started a very aggressive treatment plan designed for a very aggressive cancer. We started chemo and did 5 rounds at Kapiolani Medical Center, which we love, then transferred care to Sloan Kettering in New York City, where they specialize in neuroblastoma. There he received an additional 7 rounds of chemo, had his tumor resection surgery, which was a 10-hour life-threatening surgery where they removed his left adrenal gland, where his tumor had started, his main tumor, which was wrapped around his aorta and stuck to his vital organs, and removed any other cancer they could see. On neuroblastoma-specific scans, Trucker Boy still lit up for a lot of cancer on his bones, so we started our first trial where they harvested my natural killer cells from my immune system and gave them to Trucker in the hopes that they would help his body to fight the residual cancer, but it didn't work. So on we went to the next trial, which was immunotherapy. Immunotherapy is where they have a drug that binds to the neuroblastoma cell in the hopes that your immune system will attack the cancer, but it also binds to your nerve ending, so it's very painful. It's what we actually called it torture treatment. We completed 2 rounds of torture treatment, which cleared his bone marrow, and then almost exactly a year after his original diagnosis, he relapsed in his brain. Within a week, he had had brain surgery to remove his tumor and insert a port into his head where they could inject specialized immunotherapy straight into cerebral spinal fluid. So had his whole brain and spine radiated, which gave him a super bad side effect, and he slept literally for almost 2 months. We then went back to immunotherapy and completed another 4 rounds. And just this past September, we did scans again, and 2 of the spots that he still had on his leg were showing a lot darker, and they'd been causing him to limp. He had been complaining about his leg. So after a lot of prayer, Joshua and I made the really hard decision to keep him home and treat him nutritionally for a better quality of life. His leg got so painful that we ended up radiating his leg in November, and up until last week he was doing much better, but is now again having a lot of pain in his same leg and also in his back. This little guy has had more pokes, prods, scars, and surgeries than most of us will ever have in our lives. He's my hero. In fact, all of my children are my heroes. The older ones have had to be so brave and given up a lot with great attitudes so that Trucker could get the best treatment as he's fighting for his life. Although I have complete faith in natural cancer cures, I still don't know if it will be enough for our Trucker Boy. But we hold fast to our faith that God is good, that all our days are numbered already, and that He has a plan for Trucker Boy's life, even if he goes home to heaven early. Throughout our journey, I've always said there's been a pendulum. On one side darkness and one side light. On the dark side would be the harsh toxic treatment and getting plucked out of our very comfortable life and thrown into the pediatric cancer world where children are fighting for their lives and a lot of them losing their battle. The other side is light, and the love and the support and the hope that we have and all support we've received from day one. It has truly fueled us. From the Maui Fire Department covering my husband's shifts for 6 months to all the people who were touched by us, have followed our story, prayed for us, donated money, sent us packages, blessed our other children. The FDNY adopting Trucker Boy and truly making him one of the boys. Our vacation to Whistler in the snow where we went to create memories, and the Whistler community blowing our minds. They blessed our socks off. Some days are a lot harder to keep the pendulum on the light side, but we have fought really hard to live there, and we still find joy in every day, in every circumstance. If there's one thing that you walk away with, I hope it is that you love a little harder, a little better. Stop the craziness in your life and just kiss your loved ones more. Tell them you love them more. To quote the late Stuart Scott, he said, "We beat cancer by the way we live." I agree, absolutely. We beat cancer, yes, by the way we live, but also by the way we love. love beats cancer.